better for you if you tell me now, Darius.
Longmire is an American modern Western crime drama television series. The series is based on Craig Johnson's Walt Longmire Mysteries series of novels. Walt Longmire, a sheriff in fictional Absaroka County, Wyoming, is at the core of the story. In investigating big crimes under his authority, he's supported by colleagues, friends, and his daughter. Longmire's sixth and final series, which premieres on Netflix on November 17th, brings the exploits of Absaroka County, Wyoming Sheriff Walt Longmire and his friends and family to a close. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss any of the new videos that we post. Longmire canceled after season 6. When your favorite show gets canceled, it's always a disappointment, but nothing beats having your favorite show canceled twice in a row. Fans of Longmire, a modern western based on a series of best-selling books by Craig Johnson, experienced something similar. Season 6 of Longmire premiered on Netflix in November 2017, bringing the series to a close. Unfortunately, this means there will be no season 7 of the program, and here we'll look at why it was cancelled/ended. After season 5, Netflix confirmed that season 6 would be the final season. However, they, like A&E, did not reveal the cause behind this. We can't create a picture without viewing data from Netflix, but we'd have to believe the reasons were related to either finances, viewership, or the writers feeling it was time. The season 6 series premiered on A&E in 2012, but was cancelled after only 3 seasons. Netflix was eventually able to preserve it, making it one of the fortunate ones to escape death. But all good things come to an end, and Longmire came to an end in 2017 after 6 seasons on Netflix. One of the most common causes for a show's cancellation is that no one wants to watch it. That wasn't the case with Longmire. On A&E, the show's second season averaged nearly 6 million viewers on each episode, making it the network's most watched original series in history and a rarity among original scripted cable television. However, by the time it was canceled, the show's popularity had plummeted. Longmire was renewed for a 6th season on Netflix, but it also confirmed that it would be the show's final season. However, without the streaming service's ratings or audience statistics, explaining why Longmire was discontinued after 6 seasons becomes more difficult. However, we have a few reasonable estimates that aren't based on ratings. To begin with, it's plausible that Longmire had simply reached the end of its run. The show had already covered much of the source material from Johnson's best-selling series of novels that inspired the show by the end of its 6th season. Instead of attempting to expand on the original tale, it's probable that the writers decided to call it a day. It covered a large portion of the novel series it was based on, and the showrunners purposefully chose season 6 to conclude Walt's journey in order to avoid the program running out of ideas and jumping the shark. Actors' contracts could also be a factor in the cancellation. While there's no evidence that this was the cause after all, many shows have run longer than 6 seasons as stars have signed new contracts over the years. It's still likely that Taylor and/or the actors had no desire to sign new contracts to keep the show alive. Shows also become more expensive the longer they run, owing to these contracts, which could have contributed to the cancellation. In the end, we may never actually know why Netflix terminated the service. All we know for sure is that Netflix granted Longmire 3 more seasons than it would have gotten otherwise, and it's difficult to complain about that. We're grateful to Netflix for the opportunity to compose a closing chapter for these beloved characters that inspires lasting memories. Most importantly, we're committed to delivering a dynamic and satisfying conclusion to our fans that rewards their long-time loyalty. Executive producers Greer Shepard, Hunt Baldwin, and John Cavini said, "Will Longmire ever return to our screens? Stranger things have happened, but it appears that Longmire will be on pause indefinitely, at least for the time being. The only way we can see it returning is if Netflix decides to relaunch it or develop a spin-off series. It'd be interesting to follow Katie's experiences now that she's in control of the sheriff's department. It's always disappointing to have a Netflix original canceled, but one of this caliber is definitely disappointing." However, Netflix recognized an opportunity to produce 3 more gorgeous seasons of the show. So we must be thankful. Season 6 ending explained. Longmire has come to an end after 6 seasons and a network switch. The series finale, Goodbye Is Always Implied, was a long episode that wrapped up nearly every loose issue in the series and permanently altered the lives of the characters. There was an intense, heartbreaking hour, anchored by Robert Taylor's great performance, and one that also provided about as much closure as you can get for a show that will never finish. Walt Longmire is no longer sheriff, according to the main event of the hour. Following the advice of Lucien Canali, he opted to turn his badge after Malachi Strand was dead and the county's immediate future was secure. He didn't want to stay on the job for too long and understood that there might be other opportunities for him. Do you think Walt will be able to stay out of trouble now that he's retired? It's difficult to imagine. Vic's connection with him has finally turned amorous, and now that he isn't her boss, he no longer has a major conflict of interest. It's unknown what their future holds, but their morning scene after sleeping together was one of their greatest. They understand that they won't be able to replace somewhat of what they lost, so they must forge their own path forwards. Walt now has the freedom to pursue whatever he wants with his life, whether it's treasure hunting, horse racing, or really accepting any change. Getting a cell phone was a significant step forwards for him since he now understands the importance of someone knowing and understanding that he's secure. For Henry, the time has arrived to be the leader that the people of the reserve have been waiting for. Jacob Nighthorse demonstrated that he wasn't completely bad, his ideas were only warped. If there's one component of the ending that you don't like, it's certainly Katie's abrupt decision to run for sheriff while also considering a move to New York City. This keeps Longmire cyclical in the sense that having a Longmire look after Absaroka seems appropriate. However, we probably would have preferred to see Vic go for that title and Katie work her way up, assuming that's what she wanted to do, or simply find another way to help from a legal standpoint, even if her resources on the reservation were apparently dried up. Although Walt brewing his coffee, which returns you full round to the first episode, was probably one of the best bits from the last episode. Walt had one foot in the past and one foot in the future, as we witnessed when he finally obtained a cell phone, which was a running theme throughout the episode. The Longmire Season 6 finale was a terrific way to end the series, assuming it was the last one. While we were concerned a few episodes ago that there wouldn't be enough time to give some of these characters closure, the producers managed to pull it off for the most part and present something that seems authentic to the show. Longmire seasons rank best to worst. Longmire seasons have all been fantastic, but which ones stand out the most? Longmire has a lot of noteworthy episodes from different seasons, so picking the best one is difficult. Let's rank every Longmire season from best to worst to find out once and for all what the best Longmire seasons are. Season 4 takes the votes for the series best. When Netflix revealed that they were stepping in to salvage Longmire, fans were ecstatic, hoping for some type of resolution to Season 3's cliffhanger. Things, however, went even better as Season 4 ended up having the best collection of episodes in the show's whole run. Second running season is Season 3. Longmire hit its stride in the middle of its run without a question. Season 3 brought many of the show's slow-burning character arcs to the climax, resulting in several surprising incidents and unexpected deaths, giving the show a dramatic intensity not seen in previous seasons. The series' original Season 1 takes the bronze medal in third place. The first season of Longmire set a high bar for the show, which would be measured against in subsequent seasons. Season 1 established that the actors, story, and experience were ready to deliver on the promise of the show's idea, despite the fact that there were better or worse times ahead. Following these, we believe the ranking order of the final seasons goes Season 2 in 4th, Season 5 in 5th, and Season 6 in last place as it received the weakest Rotten Tomatoes rating. Although there's no doubt all seasons are worth watching. After being cancelled once and saved by Netflix, it's sad to say goodbye to the American modern western show Longmire. After the 6th final season airs, there will be no return of the iconic series. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe so you never miss out on any upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.